Stemele, a former City of Cape Town councillor who resigned in solidarity with Patricia De Lille, joins me now from our Cape Town studios. Thanks so much for your time on SABC News. What's the latest with that legal action that you wanted to institute against Maimane for his utterances about you?
Thank you, Zinga, and thank you to the viewers of SABC. We're still waiting for Mr. Maimane to come and give us the correct answers, which is we are looking for. He has put us onto the Bowman report, saying that we are part of the Bowman report, which is we are not. He has went through. We have given a letter on Saturday from our lawyers. We want him to apologize. He knows the correct way of apologizing. He's contradicting himself. I don't know what kind of a leader he is. Today he says one thing in the afternoon, he changes in the evening. As the five, we know what we want. We know what the DA should be given to us. We have left the DA in a clean slate, which is we don't have anything with dealing with the Bowman report.
Okay, but you gave him a 6 p.m. deadline, if my understanding is correct. 6 p.m. has come and gone. He hasn't apologized on national television. What next?
Which is in this evening when I was on my way here. Our legal team is working on a document which will be served into the court. We will give a statement before the close of tonight. There is a couple of, if you go to our Twitter pages, you will see there's a couple of responses that we have given to him, and we will engage with Mr. Maimane. He said this afternoon he won't worry with the five. Unfortunately, he must worry with the five. We are a topic he needs to address us. If it means that we have to go to the court of law, we will do that.
Okay, there was a press conference called this weekend by DA Western Cape leader Bonginkosi Madikizela, Grant Twigg, as well as JP Smith. They called a press conference, and in that, and I'm summing up, I'm not quoting exactly, they said it's okay that you leave and that you are only doing this and resorting to cause of racism in the DA because you are afraid of corruption being prosecuted. What's your response to that?
First of all, the Madam Mayor, Patricia De Lille, have requested them a number of times, says she's willing to go on a public to clear her name. How far is the corruption? When we had on the 15th of February this year, when we requested the DA to say, let us prosecute Patricia De Lille on open books. Why does they want to hide? The DA caucus, which is led by Grant Twigg, whose vigilance and Bonginkosi Madikizela, who is so disgruntled because he never made it for the premiership, now he wants to find a stand-in. As we know that the DA is very good in misplacing the character of people, we allowed them and the DA to come out in full force and able to let the mayor become out. How dare do you have two reports? It shows that how can you have said so you're prosecuting somebody? On the other report, the mayor is clean. In the second one, the mayor is clean, even with the MPEC. So which kind of report they look in terms of which corruption are they open up to be open?
I'm just going to go back to this issue and what they're saying, because they're saying you are saying, as the five councillors who left, rather, that the DA is a racist party. The DA doesn't take concern seriously of certain people. The DA doesn't look after certain people in the Western Cape. Did you ever raise this internally? Because JP Smith is saying you never raised this, and this is a smokescreen or a red herring.
If we have done that through the office of the chief whip, the couple of emails which is the chief whip have sent to Mr. Maimane, to himself, up to today, there has not been a correspondence been sent out from their office. If now they want to say that we have never raised this, we have been raising these issues together within the DA, but DA wants to be silent on these issues. And we can no longer sit into a party where only few individuals are being looked after. I can tell you, 20 directors from the DA, out of the 20 directors, 14 are whites. Do you want to tell me there's no Africans or colored people that are capable of doing the jobs? The only thing which is good in the DA, we will be a garden boy, kitchen cleaners and diggers and door openers. Unfortunately, we're not sit under those circumstances.
But, I mean, how long have you known this about a party, and why are you only raising this now? Because if you're in a party and you see what you call racism and ensuring that black people are not prioritised and are not prioritised for leadership position, why did you stay there until only now Patricia De Lille left?
as a new councillor, I've only got 2 years in council. It means if I wanted to stay, I would stay for the next, I've got another 3 years. So it shows that I was not there for the sake of the salary. I was there for the change of the people. These things have been addressed. We will come out, we will show the evidence that we did speak about these things. We have alluded on these matters, but unfortunately, we are speaking to a dry wall. The only thing that must do, the leader of the DA, which is Maimane, must come out and lift up his head and able to address the leadership. If you want to save South Africa, you must first save DA.
If you could give me a characterization, my apologies, or a list of perhaps the top 3 issues that you have found with the Democratic Alliance that you have tried to address and that you say haven't been addressed by people in the party.
We have addressed the number of issues. When we voted for Patricia on the 15th of February, we were called the traitors. I'll tell you, Taki Amira, who's a councillor in the city of Cape Town, who goes and works at LLT, submit leaves of absence, not coming to work to do the city works, but he's getting the leverage of able to get away with the murder. There are a number of issues that we have addressed. You know, I'll go back to the Tryfontein 5, you know, it was all this thing have started where they were never given position. Granted councillors, your councillor Matriti, who've been granted because they never got position out of the DA. Now they want to sacrifice us. Unfortunately, I cannot be a member who sits under those circumstances.
Okay, what's next for you as the 5 councillors who've resigned? Are you looking to other political parties? What kind of political party do you think you would go to next if you're going to move political homes?
At the current moment, we've been receiving phone calls from the private sector. Even this afternoon, I've met with the private sector wanting me to employ me. There are a number of organizations busy. We're still busy in contact. I've received a number of phone calls from the Eastern Cape throughout South Africa. We've been receiving phone calls. People want to find out what is our next step. We said, give us 2 weeks, we will decide. We've been in the political arena. We won't run away. Give us some time so that we can reflect on our journey. It was one of the easy decisions, but we have made it true that we will come back and we will inform the public.
Thulani Stemele, a former City of Cape Town councillor who resigned in solidarity with Patricia De Lille, speaking to us about what he believes are the problems with the Democratic Alliance. We're following that story and bringing you more analysis a little bit later on The Full View and in SABC News. Now,